Aaron stream. Now we're back with the Moscow nighttime stream. It's not actually nighttime now, but when I get back to where I want to get back to, it'll be in the evening, so let's classify that as a nighttime stream. Walking down the streets of Pavletskaya, currently in Moscow, Russia. And we are going all the way down to the red line, the south. And I'll end it when we get to the last station. Just thought I'll show you guys the sights, the scenery. I feel like we're always live streaming now. I don't know if Ray-Bans can connect to your YouTube channel. That would be so dope. I would just wear Ray-Bans all the time. So yeah, let's go. Interesting building we have in front of us there. That is a theater. You can watch American movies here. It's a very famous theater, actually. Watch American movies. Very nice screens. I need to take my wife there for a date. Beautiful. God, I love Moscow. This place never gets old to me. For those of you watching, this is how Moscow looks. This is how Russia looks. When Pavletskaya has a nice underground shopping mall in front of us. There are also some very important buildings here that you need to get your fingerprints done if you come to Russia. If you're staying in Russia for more than a year, I think it's more than 3 months, you need to get fingerprints done. So Pavletskaya is a place where you have to do your fingerprints. I just got mine done. Hey, Zayan Visuals, what's up, bro? I love the architecture in Pavletskaya. It's like an old castle. See that? It's beautiful. Russia, yes. We're in Mother Russia. Moskva. Over there, that's the underground shopping mall. I need to set ideas for you guys. No, not Ukraine, it's Russia. Ukraine does not look like this, my friend. This is Russia. This is Russia. Whoa. Nope. Moscow, Russia. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Are you guys seeing this? Are you seeing this with me? Look at how beautiful that is. I don't fight for anyone, bro. I'm African. What do I have to do with fighting? That building is just gorgeous. Sweden is bigger? Lies. Moscow's city, Moscow, the city of Moscow is bigger than any Swedish city, my guy. Sorry to disappoint you. But Moscow is bigger than any European city you can name. That's just facts. That's not me trying to talk badly about other countries, but yeah. The length of Sweden. You do know that Sorry, you do know that Russia is the biggest country in the world, right? I love Sweden too. Sweden has very nice food. Well, some of my favorite football players come from Sweden, but let's be honest here. Thoughts oh my god, look at this. I chose the wrong time. My goodness. Are you guys seeing how crowded this is? This is rush hour. What do you mean phone checked? Like, did somebody take my phone and then go through it? Look at how crowded that is, bro. I chose the wrong time. I'm good, bro. I'm already married, have a Russian wife, I'm okay. Jesus, I'm already starting to sweat. You guys have to see how crowded this is? When I first came into Russia as a tourist, I think the only thing to do with my phone was because I came in and it was really strange because I came in when my wife was my girlfriend. And they asked me why am I here? And then I was like, oh, I'm visiting my girlfriend. And they said, okay, can you call her? So she talked to them in Russian. I think that's the only thing that happened with my phone. They asked to have my phone and talk to my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. But that's about it. My goodness, well done. For Filer. Nice profile picture. I love dinosaurs. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. What station is this? This is Pavelitskaya. A very important station for doing your fingerprints and stuff like that. Can you speak Avar? What's Avar? Let me know which country speaks Avar. It is her ref afel al il ir. Uzbekistan. Ooh, are you Uzbek? Dude, nice. Nice. I can't speak, but I would love to make some Dakistani friends. I have one Dakistani friend, I think, but we're not really friends. He's just a security guard, and we always talk to each other. He thinks I'm Muslim, so he's always like Assalamu alaikum, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to make him feel bad, so I say alaikum salam. I'm not Muslim, but I have respect for Islam, so I try my best to be nice. A home in Russia is asking you guys why you're watching, but you're not liking. Yeah, guys, please like the stream if you're watching. It helps me to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm trying to get to 10k subscribers so that I can person just stopped right in the way. Golly jeez. I'm trying to get to 10k subscribers and then I'll start making merch. How about that? Well, we're not really going to talk about Ukraine that much, but the people that I know in Russia basically just support their country. The sanctions did affect the Russian economy, but not as badly as people think it did. Like, it was a bit hard in the beginning, but Russia found ways around it. Maybe I can actually stand here. One second, guys. Okay, let's try as apolitical as possible, please. Ukrainian subscribers, and I'm not really going to talk shit about Ukraine, and I'm also not going to talk shit about Russia. So yeah, let's keep it apolitical, guys. Let's respect each other in the stream, yeah. Станции много раз. Да, конечно, это Полецкая. Yes. How are Russian women? I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't really compare all Russian women with all Western women. My Russian woman is amazing, though. She is incredible. But I don't know about other Western women, to be honest with you. But I can say that most Russian women are pretty traditional. That's what I can testify to, at least my experience. Yeah, I think Russia has the most beautiful metro stations in the world. I actually wanted to sit down, but I guess I can't. I'll let the lady sit.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Октябрьская. Будьте осторожны, выходя из вагона.
Yeah, not really such a political stream, guys. I'm just commuting. If you guys want us to have a political stream, tell me. The United States Department of Defense, we can go in detail, but this one, let's keep this one lighthearted, yeah? I just wanted to show you the subway and walk around. I've experienced racism. What, in Russia? Or do you mean in general? By the way, guys, like as much as you can, because it helps to push the stream, yeah? And if you enjoy the content, please subscribe, please like, and as always, give me your thoughts.
Станция Октябрьская. Переход на Калужско-Рижскую линию.
Yes, the black people in Russia. Hello. That's me. Speak with the devil. Yeah, it's generally safe in Russia. I think it's not fair to say that there's no racism. Of course there's racism, but not like racism to the point that I'm in danger, no. Because Russia is the biggest country in the world, right? But am I going to get heckled on the street or attacked for being black? No. It's not like other places I've lived in.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Парк культуры.
Yeah, it's generally safe in Russia.
The
best Russian food I have ever eaten would have to be either borscht or sochnik. I love sochnik, like the cottage cheese. Tverajok. We have tverajok in my home country, but not this kind of tverajok. I think the preparation is different. Oh, you were here 30 minutes ago. Crazy, bro. If you see me, don't be afraid to say hi. Do I think Sweden is strong? In what regard? Do you mean in terms of like military? Do you mean in terms of like economy? The best food is borscht with pork. It's much more safe than Russia. And feel safe. Yeah, women especially. For those of you that are women watching the stream, you never have to fear for your safety. I mean, of course, if you're a very exotic woman, you might get flirted with, but that's normal. Any country that you go to, you have men that are very ambitious. Their approaches, right? But generally,
Станция Парк
you're
культуры.
safe.
Переход на Сокольническую линию.
Let me read. Hey, Alabama girl. Is there any jokes you've heard learned Russian that's funny and unique to the region? I think the funniest thing I've heard in Russia is probably there's a saying in my country. We say to dare is to do, but in Russia they say to die but do. So I think the Russian mentality is incredible because Russian people would do things even if it hurts them as long as they just solve the problem. So yeah, that was kind of funny for me. Russian people are the toughest people I've ever met. My wife included. My wife is a tough cookie. To be honest with you, she really is a very stubborn woman in a positive way. Like she never says, I give up. And that's the Russian mindset. I mean, in summer it's a bit wet, a bit hot. Not as hot as my hometown. Winter gets to like -15, -25. When it's very cold, it can get to about let me see. It can get to like -30, but that's not very common. Here. No, there are no rats. There are no rats at all. I can bet money on never seeing a rat in a Moscow subway. Moscow subways are very clean and they're maintained like, I don't know, like 3 times a day. You can sometimes see the cleaners and people inspecting. So, yeah. Let me read some of your comments. Do you speak with your wife at home in English or in Russian? We speak in English. My wife is C2 English. She's fluent in English. But I'm learning Russian now. I have to. I'm going to A2 Russian. Actually, this weekend I'm starting A2 Russian, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we speak in English. Our children will speak English and Russian, and maybe some of my native tongue. But I think with our kids, I'm probably going to speak English to them, and my wife will speak Russian to them, so that they can kind of have like 2 different sets of languages, because I want them to be very fluent in English, but I don't want them to lose their Russian. And I think I will make my mom talk to them in Shona, because they need the African culture too. New York City is bigger than Moscow, right? New York City and Moscow should be about the same. If New York City is bigger than Moscow, maybe slightly, but not by much. Not by much. Moscow is pretty much the same size as New York, but I need to check on Google. How long is your winter? Dude, winters last for 6 months. Disney знаю, вроде часто в Москве метро или на Russia, вот тоже видел. Are fireworks разные? Что это? How much are the apartments here? What do you mean? To buy an apartment? Every time I say buy an apartment in Russia, people lose their minds. Buy one, because the real estate is not as good as it was. So right now, people that buy apartments are really rich. But also it depends if you're coming from the West. I feel like people from America and the UK come to Russia with their dollars and their euros, and they're super rich here. So, but I can check the exact prices for you. My wife and I bought an apartment, but before the SMO. So I bought an apartment, but it was not as expensive as it could have been. Now it's like impossible. If you tell somebody you bought an apartment, they say, wow, you're super rich. Man, have you been in Saritsina, Green Line on the bottom? Yes, I've been to Saritsina. Yes, I've been to Saritsina. I actually go there a lot. Why Would fireworks be illegal in Russia? I don't know. Who said they're illegal? Is somebody saying fireworks are illegal? By the way, guys, a lot of you in the stream, please like so this video can go viral. I'm trying to reach 5K subscribers by the end of the year. So, my brother, enjoy the time in Russia. Thank you, my guy. Much love to you. Much love. Let me let this kid pass first. Rent is not bad. You can get a very nice apartment in Moscow for $550 a month. Very nice apartment. Sorry, 550, yeah, 550 USD. Very decent apartment. If you want something snazzy, maybe like $1,000 a month, $950 a month. So it's not expensive. It's not expensive compared to New York. Yo, I have some friends that live in New York that complain every single time about the rent. Because for like $1,000 in the States, in the middle of New York, you're getting a shitty apartment. Here it's like you're living the dream. Where is it? Savor in Queens, Moscow. This is no, I'm saying like in Moscow, you can get a very nice apartment for $850 a month. No, I don't see any of the war. I don't see anything of the conflict here because I'm in Moscow. I'm not on the edge of the border. I have some friends that like to vlog on the edge of the border of Moscow next to Ukraine. The stories are very interesting, but I personally don't feel anything. Of course, I read the news. I read the news and stuff, but yeah.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Фрунзенская.
What side is the steering wheel? I'm not sure. What do you mean, what side is steering the wheel? You mean politically? What are you saying exactly? Yes, 40k rubles. 40k rubles. Yes, I'm planning to stay permanently in Russia. I mean, I bought an apartment here. I got married to a Russian woman here. So I can't leave. So yeah, I probably would like to live here for the rest of my life. Like Pizza, the rock band. That's a very hard choice. Ava or pizza? Jeez. Bro, you put me on the spot. I have to think about that. I met my Russian wife in China. We were both teachers. Actually, I was a student at the time. I was about to graduate. And she was a teacher in a university really far from my school. I helped her. I'll tell you guys a funny story, actually. My wife now is actually my ex's proclaimed best friend, which is actually really funny because I met her by accident. I didn't want to go to a canteen. I was kind of forced into it. So I ended up helping my wife order some vegan food. But of course it's China, so you can imagine that there weren't so many options, right? So they kept on putting a sausage in her noodles. Yeah. Crazy. Really crazy. And yeah. we basically stayed friends, and it was kind of like a joke because I kept on coming back trying to
Осторожно,
get her a vegan
двери
meal, and I failed
закрываются.
multiple times.
Следующая
We ended
станция
up being really good
спортивная.
friends. I
Будьте
broke up
вежливы.
with
Уступайте
my
места инвалидам, пожилым людям,
ex-girlfriend,
пассажирам
of
с
course.
детьми и беременным
And it was
женщинам.
funny because my ex-girlfriend kept on egging us on. She's like, "Oh, I think you guys would be perfect together, blah blah blah." I'm like, "You're crazy." And then one day, we ended up together. So it's actually weird because my ex kept on saying stuff like, "You guys are perfect for each other," but I think she was being spiteful. And I never really thought about my wife that way, but we ended up together. No, I'm not white. No, I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I'm a pretty nice dude. I did not.
Закрываются. Следующая станция Воробьевы горы.
Sorry, guys, I lost you for a second. Network. What's your ethnicity? Do you feel self-conscious speaking? No, I feel okay speaking English in the metro. I'm also not very loud. I'm speaking right next to the speaker, so. No, I'm not a player. Stop it. It's just a coincidence. Да, конечно. Я могу говорю по-русски. Yeah, there are 140 different languages in Russia. Hey, Steve Finley. No, I'm not gonna interview people now. If you want to see interviews, check the channel. I've got 22 different interviews. Where are you guys watching from too? Please tell me your countries, your nationalities, what languages you speak. And if you're enjoying the stream, please like as much as possible. I'm trying to get my channel to a big enough following so we can start selling merch. Ah, California. Go to my channel page. Actually, check my main video on my channel. You might be really intrigued. An African Russian woman. I think you'd enjoy that one. I've noticed I have a lot of Americans in the chat. Hey guys. It's interesting. For the Americans in the chat, tell me, what do you think about Russia? Welcome. No, it is 5:43, bro. 5:43.
Станция Воробьевы горы.
Yeah, Russians are pretty cool people. I would think so. My wife is Russian, so I would have to agree. Yeah, 5:43. In summer we have white nights, so the sun only goes down at like 8 o'clock. Oh, look at this, by the way. You guys see that?
Осторожно,
That's
двери
the
закрываются. Следующая станция
Moscow
Университет. Для вашей безопасности держитесь за поручень.
So yeah. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I was born in Botswana. Yeah, there are a lot of tourists. especially if you go to Red Square. Red Square has so many tourists from all over the world. Sorry about the network, guys. This station sometimes cuts off my VPN. Yes, Nicola, you're right. I took the best of the baddies already. My wife is exquisite, so that's a good one. Geez, so many of you are watching. It's actually interesting. A lot of Americans in the chat, Russians in the chat. Welcome, guys. Guys, if you like the stream, please like, push this video to the channel. What are they? Co-current? About that? I think I've seen 250 people in here at once, so thank you for that. It depends. You will find a lot of foreigners in the south of Moscow because the south of Moscow is the cheapest. Like on the Red Line, for example, where I stay, there are so many foreigners because the rent is affordable and the apartments are really beautiful. But also, if you want to see some of the most posh foreigners, you can go to Arbat Street. Tourism is still happening here. A lot of Americans coming in, Chinese, Filipinos.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция – проспект Вернадского.
Oh, cool. It's summer now. It's summer now. So right now I think it should be about 23 degrees Celsius, maybe. Maybe 25 actually. It feels a bit hot. I see somebody saying I shouldn't stream in public. I mean, I can turn the camera on me if you guys want. But yeah, I'm not purposely sticking my camera in people's faces. They're just walking by. But if you want, I can put it in an area where we're not looking at people. I think I'll turn around. Yeah, let me know, guys. I can turn the camera around. I'm not filming people. I just happen to be pointing the camera in this direction. Also, if you noticed, I prefer to keep the camera on people's backs because I don't want to film people's faces. But yeah. Oh, nice, bro. You saw my video a few months ago. Awesome. Yeah, the we've grown since then. I think 6 months ago we only had like 500 subscribers. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I'll try to keep my camera only on people's backs. I also don't want to film people. I promise you that.
Станция проспект
Maybe I can actually
Вернадского.
turn it.
Переход на большую кольцевую линию. Поезд следует до станции Саларьево.
We can actually. Let me do this. We can stand here.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция
Better.
Юго-Западная.
See? That's better. Not really anybody there, right? Came in fine like this. Hey, bro. I see stuff. Oh, easy, his son? Really? Do I? I don't think I look like Izzy's son. That's interesting. That's interesting. But you see that? I'm not filming anyone, see? There's nobody there. What do you mean pan down? What the hell? By the way, guys, if you're here for the first time, I interview people all over Russia. The channel is about Russia content, my life in Russia, other foreigners and Russian people. So if you would like to see people talk about Russia, head over to my front page, the home page, and watch a couple of videos. You too, Nikolai. Have a good day. Have a really good day. I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, look over here. There's actually some free Wi-Fi. You can scan the code there, and you can get free Wi-Fi. Who is Dikembe Mutombo? I hope he's a handsome gentleman. If not, it's K. Beauty is subjective.
Станция Юго-Западная. Поезд следует до станции Саларьево.
Never. Is Croatia beautiful? I've never actually been to Croatia. Tell me about Croatia. If I go there, where should I go? What's nice in Croatia? What's fascinating? What can I do? Oh, okay, now I feel nice about myself. A retired NBA player. Yeah. Guys, I take what you're saying into account. I promise you I'm not trying to film people. They just walk by. But yeah, we're in public, so it's gonna happen anyway, unfortunately. I'm kind of also out of my comfort zone. I don't really like lifting the camera up, but I wanted to show you guys how Russia looks, so I guess we're both trying our best. We are approximately 3 stations away, so we'll go up soon. We'll walk around the neighborhood and then we'll end the stream. I wish I could stream for hours, but the VPN will not let me. Ah, he's a very good NBA player. That's good. That's nice. Yeah, much love. Much love. I know it's more serious in the Caucasus. One of my, I think, friends now, because I've talked to him as well. We're planning some content. Do you guys know Black Man the Traveler? He told me that in Chechnya, he got a lot of slack for filming because a lot of women passed by the camera. So yeah, vlogging is hard. I don't really want to get people on the screen. But yeah, in Moscow it's pretty chill. People don't really care. But yeah, I don't openly stick the camera in people's faces. Oh, nice. So the weather is very warm, right? That's good. Very good. I come from a very warm country, so I think Croatia would be a nice place to visit. What does Yahahol mean? Hello, Kechi. Kachi? Okay. We can face the door now. There's nobody here. Where are you from, Kachi? Guys, I love this station because it has these fake trees that look like metal cyborg robots.
Станция Тропарева. Поезд следует до станции Саларьево. Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Румянцево.
Okay, I've got 2 stations left and I can get out of here. Dude, it's hot. Oh, okay. Well, at least I know where to go when I need to visit another European country. Josip, I will take your advice. I will go to Croatia when everything calms down. It's time to go back. To be honest with you, I feel more Russian than Zimbabwean sometimes because my behavior has really changed. I don't really, I would say, smile at random people anymore. I'm very, I would say, genuine. Because in Russia, a smile is a genuine thing. Maybe even my lifestyle, I have this do or die mentality. A lot of the men in my country are a little bit weak now because they don't make them the same way anymore. But here in Russia, I've kind of learned how to be tough. I do things that I don't like. I do them because I have to, so yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, guys, you know, I was actually thinking of making a travel channel, but unfortunately, I don't travel that much. But maybe next year. Maybe we can make a travel channel in Russia. Happy birthday to your brother, Kachi. Happy birthday to your brother. We have this left, and then we're going to leave. Hello, Anatoly. Guys, I think we need to actually plan stuff. We need to plan to go to places. If you want to see certain places in Russia, tell me. Except for nightlife. I'm not a clubber, I'm not a drinker. So, if there's something you want to see in Russia, tell me.
Станция Румянцево. Поезд следует до станции Саларьево.
Everything is good, man. I just finished off some fingerprints.
Осторожно, двери закрываются. Следующая станция Саларьево.
Just live streaming again. It's my second live stream today. Actually, third. It's my third live stream today. I might actually turn into a streamer and probably have like one video a week. Yeah, bro, Russian people are genuine. If a Russian person likes you, you will know. Like, Russian people don't just smile at you for no reason. If a Russian person smiles at you for no reason, you should actually be afraid. It either means one, they want something from you, they find you attractive, or they're not okay in the head. But if a Russian person smiles at you because you're talking to them or you're having a conversation with them, they really like you. Oh, you want to see a vending machine? Okay. The next station, let's go to a vending machine. We can get something to eat. Oh yeah, I can pan down. Somebody told me I should pan down when... No, okay, let's not pan down. Jesus Christ. Somebody told me pan down when too many people walk by, but now it looks like I'm basically spying on people. The train came to a stop. Здравствуйте, Эрик. Как дела? Все хорошо? Oh, really? Why were you stopped by the police? What happened? Jesus, I got scared for a while. The train just pulled off really fast for a second. By the way, guys, if you're watching the stream, please like, subscribe, comment.
Станция Саларьево. Выход к международному автовокзалу Саларьево и автобусом до аэропорта Внуково. Поезд дальше не идет. Пожалуйста, выйдите из вагона. О подозрительных предметах сообщайте машинисту. Пассажирам запрещено находиться.
So they're checking documents. Yeah, I've actually never been stopped. Okay, no, I've been stopped once. When I first came to Russia. I just wanted to see my visa. But generally, I'm never stopped by police. Believe it or not, policemen even give me high fives. I don't know. Africans have a very good reputation in Russia. It's weird. Like, I get high fives from policemen, or they're like, "Hi, come through here." They're really nice to me. Very, very nice to me. It's like Russian cops are like the opposite. It's like you have the American cops and then you have the Russian cops. At least that's what people tell me. I've never been to the States, but yeah. How often though do you go back to your country? Well, I used to go back every 3 months because I was a tourist, but I got married to my wife, so it's not going to be I'm going into my second year of not going home. So I promised somebody that we would look at a vending machine. So let's go get something from a vending machine. How about that? I need to trim my beard. Maybe I should keep it. I've never been able to connect for some reason. Okay, here's a vending machine. Maybe we can get my wife something. My wife is a huge brownie fan. Ah, okay. Let's get my wife a brownie. Because somebody said they wanted to see vending machines. Okay, so basically you can pay with your card. Somebody said, boring. Okay, don't watch. We don't mind if you don't watch, my guy. Feel free to leave. No one's holding a gun to your head. Somebody's like, boring, yes! Go to another stream, bye-bye. So we ordered that one. Oh, there we go. See. So I got my wife this. Yeah, the gummy bears. There are actually some gummy bears, but I got a brown. She's gonna be happy. She's got a little sweet tooth, that little Russian woman. Let me... do they speak good English there? Well, some people. But it's not like everyone speaks English, no. They learn it in schools. But the problem is practice. We're gonna be walking for like 10 minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream. Let me just show you guys something. Look here. This is Globus. I'm gonna take you guys here one of these days. Maybe I could take you guys here when I have a late day. I'll take you here. A late day in the sense of like I'm not doing anything. I'll take you here. We can go through all the floors. But the subway thing is cool, but it kind of gets boring. So we'll go here one of these days. And I can show you guys what they have to offer. Yeah, nice food in Globus. We can actually eat together. I might actually just become an in real life streamer, to be honest with you. I'm a husband. I have too many things to do. Editing videos is very hard. I love gummy bears. Does anybody know what gummy bears are in Russian? Please teach me. I also want to use these streams to practice my Russian. I'm only A1. I'm going to A2. Я говорю по-русски чуть-чуть. Немного. Но я каждый день говорю по-русски, потому что у меня есть много друзья. Это русские. Is it worth to go to Zimbabwe as a tourist? It's worth it, my guy. Zimbabwe is beautiful. Go to Victoria Falls. Go to the Kruger National Park, I think it is. There are a lot of nice things to see in Zimbabwe. But definitely go to Victoria Falls. In Zimbabwe, you can actually sit in the waterfall. Yeah, there's a place called the Devil's Armchair. And you can basically sit on the waterfall, in the waterfall. That's pretty cool. I've never actually been to Victoria Falls, and people are like, you are a fake Zimbabwean. I'm like, well, I wasn't born there. That's the problem. I've only been to Zimbabwe like 10 times. I was born in Botswana, but I feel so wrecked, bro, because I haven't actually visited Victoria Falls. Gummy Bears is a brand name. There's no translation. There's no translation. Okay. Yeah, nice food in Globus. I love Globus food. Is there a skate culture in Zimbabwe? No. There's no skate culture, really. But there are a few skaters. I think back then we were more into it, or maybe the kids of nowadays. I remember during the times of Tony Hawk, we were so obsessed with skating. Like, do you guys remember Skate 3, Skate 2, Skate 1, the Skate trilogy on PlayStation? So everybody bought a skateboard. But now I don't know if people are so into skateboarding. But in Russia, man, there's a huge skateboarding community here. Bikers too. By the way, one day I should take you guys to a biker club. I have some friends that are in a biker club. The opposite of what I thought being in a biker club was. Because people told me that the version of the Hells Angels, but the Russian Hells Angels are really patriotic and Christian. And I was like, what? That was interesting. What continent is Botswana? Botswana is in Africa. It's in southern Africa. So, yeah. We are passing the bus station. It's funny, when I always come to this station, people start getting off the stream. They're like, meh. I don't know why though. I love the architecture here in Sarajevo. Also, guys, again, like the stream if you like the stream. I'm trying to push this channel. And as I said it before, I'll make you a promise. If we get to 10K subscribers, I will release merch. And the people that are ranked number 1, number 2, I will send you free merch. Yeah, I'll send you an Afrolev t-shirt. Maybe you can do caps. I need to work on merch, but let's get to 10K first. So yeah, if you're somebody that really pops in a lot, I will give you free merch. Because I'm planning on printing maybe 30 shirts when we hit 10K. Because I have a link in China. I lived in China for a long time, so I can get them at factory price. I want to, of course, give a free one to my wife and some of my interviewees, but I'd like to give 2 away. Maybe we can also do caps. And join my Telegram group too, so that you guys can get an insight into my life. It's mostly just me posting pictures with my wife and sharing some history facts about Africa and Russia. And I also release little snippets and shorts, and I inform people what's coming next. So if you guys love the content, also hit up my Telegram. Everything is in my bio. Also, I have a Boosty. If you want to donate to the channel, there is a link to donate. So yeah, because I can receive in rubles there. So yeah, if you want to help the channel, you want to push me forward, hit the link in the bio. There is a Boosty link, and help the channel grow. You want to buy me a coffee? Feel free. Not because I necessarily need it, but I feel like we need to make profit of the channel too, so that we can get better equipment. I could just buy it, but I kind of want to make this something that is like, I work hard and I reward myself for it. So you guys can also determine the content. If you want us to go to other places, if you want us to travel more, I want to make full profit and then travel. So help support the channel in any way you see fit. But yeah, guys, this is a modern neighborhood, but not very modern in the sense of its setup. Looks very modern, but the idea is the same. In Russia, neighborhoods always have a place to work out. It is very difficult as a woman in Russia to be fat, because Russian women take they pay very close attention to their physical appearance. Some people might call it shallow, some people might call it being healthy, and some people might call it going a bit too far. I respect it. But everybody's always working out or in the gym, especially in Moscow. I don't know about the smaller places, but in every neighborhood, you have ways to work out. We have a place for pull-ups. You can play table tennis. We also have a basketball court over there. Anybody that plays basketball in the chat, let me know. Let me know if you do. Oh, look at that. See that? Ooh. We are not too far away from an airport. Which is, I guess, scary and positive at the same time. Scary in the sense that I don't really like the sound of planes when I'm sleeping. But pretty cool in the sense that you're pretty close to an airport. Who wouldn't want to be close to an airport? Got your Ateca here, pharmacy. Look at the view, guys. Isn't that beautiful? The buildings touching the skyline. I'm going to end the stream in 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions before I go, feel free. I see we're also reaching stream fatigue. We were 200 and now we've gone to 62 viewers. This is Russia. Welcome to Moscow, Russia. This is a typical Russian neighborhood, a modern one. And the contractor's pick, of course. Can you eat well for 100 rubles? No. In Moscow, no. 100 rubles is not going to get you the food you want in Moscow, unfortunately. I think with 100 rubles, you could get a snack. That's pretty much it. But if you had like, yes, if you had like 500, 700, you can get a decent meal. You can get some noodles at a Chinese restaurant. You can get a full plate of plov. Yeah. You speak English in Russia? I speak English with my wife. I speak Russian with my wife's grandma and her mother. I speak Russian with my friends. But yeah, my wife is fluent in English. I'm not a student. I'm currently working on my residency here. So, got my apartment, got my wife, working on residency now. So yeah, it's a process. Also, one thing that's very interesting, it's the same in my country. Sometimes I lock eyes with people, right? And it's so awkward. They move their eyes away quickly, because eye contact is also something that is similar in my country. You don't look at somebody unless you want to engage in a conversation. It's actually quite interesting. Like in my country, if somebody looks you in the eye, they have to say hello. That's the rule. No, I'm not American. I am Zimbabwean. I'm from Southern Africa, from the land of Victoria Falls, and beautiful scenery and safaris. Russia is beautiful. It is. It's very beautiful. It's my favorite country in the world, next to my home country, of course. Let's walk this end. I'm trying to prolong the stream. I don't want to talk too much. I got to do some stuff. We've had the stream for 58. I'm actually surprised we've lasted 58 minutes, bro. Maybe walk this way instead. Too many people. Are you a doctor? No. I'm not a doctor. My sister is a doctor, though. She is a doctor. She made my parents very proud. My parents also wanted me to be a doctor, but I said nope. And then I just studied international business and trade, and I also got a degree in teaching, and I've been to China, I've lived in China, now I'm living in Russia. I'm everywhere. Is that 20 euros? What do you mean? Where? Are you pranking me? I didn't see 20 euros. I didn't see 20 euros. So, oh yeah, the residency. Basically in Russia, you need to get a TRP. That's a temporary residency permit. And then you stay here for, I think it's 3 years. And then you can get a permanent residency permit after that. And then you can wait here, I think it's, I don't know how long, 8 years. Then you can apply for citizenship, I think it is. I'm not so sure about the exact years. You're gonna have to research yourself. But yeah, so basically you have to get a temporary residence permit first. And then after a temporary residence permit, you can get a permanent residence. And after a permanent residence, you can then go forward and get yourself your citizenship. It's not actually so difficult to get Russian citizenship. If you have children, it's a very easy path into citizenship. But yeah, don't forget to like. By the way, at home in Mother Russia, I saw your message in my chat group a few seconds ago. I will reply to you very soon. Guys, I also have a chat group on Telegram. Oof, man, that view. God, I love Russia. Okay, guys. Your boy has to go and do some stuff. Which was better, China or Russia? Better experience in Russia, of course. My wife is here. I have had the best experience of my life. The last 2 years of my life have been the best time of my life. And it's mainly because of my wife. I don't want to give countries so much credit. I actually had this conversation with my wife today. I told her that if you weren't Russian, I wouldn't be in Russia. Let me be really frank. I came here for her. So these 2 years have been the best years of my life. Well, not 2 years. I'm going into my second year. If you classify me coming in and out 3 months at a time. But it's Moscow's the most expensive city in Russia. It's not so expensive to Westerners. To Russian people, it's a bit expensive. But there are also a lot of rich people in Russia, so it's give or take. It's give or take. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I think we need to have streams on my computer at home so that we can talk about stuff as well. Like we need to talk about the rent in Moscow. We need to talk about the real estate. We need to talk about jobs. We need to talk about so many things. But for now, I gotta go. Remember to like before I go. Remember to subscribe. We are trying our best to get to 5K subscribers by the end of the year. We're trying our best to get to 10K subscribers so that we can basically make some merch. I'm demonetized on YouTube, so I need to start raising the brand. And then after that, we can start to sell stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Please have a lovely day. We'll see. Maybe we'll have a morning stream tomorrow. And peace out, guys. Much love.